A Night at the Phantom Chord, a journey through London's musical legacy. Clara, a tall and curvaceous blonde with piercing blue eyes, strides confidently through the bustling streets of London. Her flowing gypsy-inspired outfit, a nod to the free-spirited women of Woodstock, draws the gaze of passers-by. Her ensemble is completed by a colorful headscarf tied around her golden waves and layers of beaded necklaces. Clara makes her way to the Phantom Chord, a hidden Phonk bar nestled in the heart of Soho. Its neon sign flickers dimly, casting an eerie glow onto the cobblestone alley. The bass-heavy beats of Phonk music thrum through the walls, blending with distant echoes of distorted guitar riffs. Clara pauses for a moment, feeling the pulse of the music sync with her heartbeat, before stepping inside. The dimly lit bar envelops Clara in a haze of incense and flickering candlelight. Her gypsy skirt brushes against her ankles as she glides through the crowd, the embroidered fabric catching the glow of scattered neon lights. Her piercing blue eyes scan the room, taking in the eclectic mix of patrons dressed in retro Bohemian attire, their faces partially obscured by the shadows. The air feels heavy, charged with an almost electric energy. Clara notices vintage posters of legendary rock and pop stars lining the walls: Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Freddie Mercury, Amy Winehouse. Their images seem to watch her as she moves toward the bar. Clara leans on the bar, her embroidered blouse slipping slightly off one shoulder, revealing more of her creamy skin. The bartender, a wiry man with a face that seems both youthful and ancient, serves her a drink without a word. His eyes flicker with a knowing glint as if he recognizes her, though Clara is sure they've never met. Taking a sip of the smoky cocktail, she turns to observe the crowd. The Phonk music shifts, blending eerie vocal samples with deep, resonant bass lines. Clara's blue eyes narrow as she notices something peculiar. The patrons move almost too gracefully, their dance steps reminiscent of performances she's seen in old concert footage. Clara's gypsy outfit shimmers under the soft, multicolored lights as she makes her way to the dance floor. The layers of her skirt swirl around her legs as she moves to the hypnotic rhythm. Yet, there's an undeniable chill in the air, and the presence of the crowd feels otherworldly. A man steps forward, his features strikingly familiar. Dressed in a vintage leather jacket and sporting a mop of messy curls, he resembles a young Jim Morrison. He raises a glass to her, his eyes twinkling with a mischievous glint. "Welcome to the eternal gig," he says, his voice low and melodic. Clara's heart skips a beat. She glances around the room and begins to recognize more faces, all bearing an uncanny resemblance to the icons of London's Bohemian past. David Bowie, his chiseled cheekbones illuminated by the dim light, exchanges a laugh with a woman who looks like a younger, wilder Marianne Faithfull. Clara's embroidered blouse clings to her form as she begins to feel the weight of the moment. The spirits of these legendary artists seem alive, their energy palpable as they perform their eternal dance in the shadowy bar. Her blue eyes widen as the realization dawns. She's stumbled into a gathering of the departed, a spectral tribute to London's musical legacy. The music shifts again, a haunting melody infused with the signature Phonk beats. Clara finds herself drawn into their rhythm, unable to resist. Her skirt sways, and her bracelets jingle as she dances among the spirits, each movement connecting her to the essence of the Bohemian soul that once thrived in the city. As the night deepens, Clara's gypsy outfit seems to meld with the ethereal ambience of the Phantom Chord. Her headscarf catches a gentle breeze, and the embroidered patterns on her blouse glow faintly under the shifting light. She feels a hand on her shoulder and turns to see the bartender, his expression solemn. "Few living souls witness this gathering," he says quietly. "You've been chosen to carry their stories." Clara, her bold red lips curving into a faint smile, nods. She knows she's become part of something much greater, a guardian of a legacy, a bridge between the past and the present. As the first rays of dawn threaten to pierce the bar's darkened windows, Clara steps out into the alley, her spirit forever changed by the night's haunting revelations.